Hey, Larry, Katie, and Taylor here again. On Friday, another week. Hopefully, I get this to Katie early enough so she can get it out this weekend. But a lot of quick things. Katie, remind if you're in Minnesota and you're support or sales, you got to watch for the Minneapolis-St. Paul Business Journal Best Places to Work. So that's going to come out. Complete the survey. So if you're in Minnesota, complete the survey and let's be one of those places. And I think we get in there regularly because of you and all the great things that you do and for American and for Minnesota, being in Minnesota, but also other states. You know we appreciate everybody, right? So a couple of quick things. Amy reminds us that tariffs, when it comes to tariffs, that's the COVID of the day. Tariffs is that you watch weekly. Vendor Relations does a weekly email that gives you the new updates and everything that's happening in the tariff world, so that at least you're current week to week. You can't be on cruise control, okay? You don't want to just think everything's the same and I'll do it. You got to check yourself on everything. Call vendors on every order, reorders and new orders. Stay in touch with them on a regular basis. Just be, when you communicate with the vendors or customers or whatever, just be honest and just regularly talk to them. So be patient. They're just as confused as we are. And so you got to keep them informed and keep them up to date. So make sure you watch the news, check anything, and the customers ask you a question, say, let me find the answer for you, get the answer. So if you have ACEs, check and update your ACEs prices. And again, like I say, call vendors on repeat orders and new orders and just stay in touch with them. Another idea, manufacturing is a hot topic. And when you look at ASB's total sales, manufacturing is number 3. So number 3 out of all our volume is pretty good for a product category or grouping or category like manufacturing. So you got different like commercial, industrial, whatever, but manufacturing is its own category like financial, like healthcare and what have you. Marketing has materials. They have flip books, field guides, videos, and SOS and ACEs. You can do pitch decks. You can do an idea box. So there's a lot of things you can do to go after the manufacturing niche. And remember, June is safety month. And so go to all your customers, look for vests and all the safety equipment and things that they use. Also, marketing had an email today. It's their new April Spotlight. So check that out. Now, so today we're going to do a little story. The heaviest burden. One day a teacher gave her class an assignment. She told each child in the class to bring a bag of potatoes to school on Monday morning. She said that each potato should be given a name of a person the child hates. The more people the child hates, the more potatoes in his or her bag. On Monday, each child brought in a bag. Some bags had just 1 potato or 2. Other bags were almost full and very heavy. The teacher then told her students that they had to carry their bags with them everywhere, even to the bathroom, for a full week. The days passed slowly, but the students obeyed the teacher's instructions. After a while, though, they started to complain. The bags were heavy and awkward to carry. The potatoes were starting to stink. Other students were making fun of them. They couldn't run or play games with their friends because they had to carry their sacks everywhere. Some of the children also complained that they were carrying bigger sacks than the others. It wasn't fair that they had a heavier burden, they told the teacher, but she remained firm, and the class followed her instructions for a whole week. Finally, Friday came. The teacher said they could put down their sacks, throw their potatoes away. Everyone eagerly disposed of their burdensome bags with relief and began to relax again. Then the teacher asks, "How did you feel about carrying those potatoes with you all week?" The students let all their frustrations out, once again complaining about the difficulties of lugging their sacks everywhere and putting up with the lingering smell that grew worse every day and followed them wherever they went. The teacher finally told them the meaning behind the assignment. This is what happens when you carry hate for another person in your heart. You carry it everywhere, and it weighs you down with every step you take. And the stench grows worse every day until you can barely stand it. The more hatred you carry, the heavier your burden. But in the end, you can choose to set it down and be free. What will you choose? And it's tough. It's tough being human, but that's a choice we all have to make. Love and kindness are never wasted. They always make a difference. That's from Helen James. So, as always, peace and love. If your family needs help or you need help, please let us know if we can help you. Otherwise, prayers and thoughts, peace and love. Have a great weekend. See you next week.